It is shame holography here in this realm that creates the inability, the unwillingness to be able to truly go within and do inner work. It will create deflection, confabulation, external blame. It will create a delusion in the mind, illusions that prevent us from seeing the truth of ourselves. And when I say the truth of ourselves, I am talking about the root of the truth, which is that we are all unconditional love. We are all so beautiful. But the shame holography will prevent us from accessing that truth, accessing the remembrance of the truth of ourselves. And so, because we're unable to access that remembrance of the truth of ourselves, we will then engage in behaviors that reflect that inability to remember. And that is what is going to look like what I described before: the deflection, the blame, control, needing to control other people, delusion in the mind, where others are props in our realities and we require them to recite specific scripts so that we can feel safe. Or if they bring us some sort of communication that is meant to build a bridge, it will be perceived as an attack. And that's where confabulation is going to come in, gaslighting, all of that. This is a narcissist system. This realm is a narcissist system because this realm is what we are not on the other side. This realm is inverted. Love, the idea of love is inverted here. It is a distilled holographic projection of what we are on the other side in higher densities. It is created through the mind here, inside of all the constructs that make up this realm. Every single system, relationships, every single aspect of this realm. And that is why the whole game here takes place within the esoteric symbology of a labyrinth. The labyrinth from the mind, the lower mind, to the heart. The heart is where you find yourself. This is why we go within, to make sense of everything that we've experienced, to make the connections that are needed, to see the truth of ourselves. The heart is the portal back to you and back to source. You are source. And so if you are someone who does not fall into the category that I described before, if you are someone who understands what I'm talking about in this video, and you have been doing the inner work and you've been taking responsibility, and your whole goal is always to embody your source dream, to chip away at all that is not you so that you can be more you for you, and also knowing that it's also so much bigger than each of us. You're playing your game, but you're also here with so many others who are playing the game with you. If you have been able to make it through the trauma center that this realm is, and you have stayed in your heart center, it is time to stop identifying as being broken. You are not broken. You were never broken. Pick up your sword, light your torch, use the light of that torch to see yourself more clearly. How you interpret yourself affects everything that you interact with. So if on the whole spectrum of shame holography, your shame is more about feeling guilty or feeling like, you're broken or there's something wrong with you. No, you made it through. You made it through. If you're even having those thoughts at all, where you're asking yourself questions like, am I this or am I that? You made it through. And now your game is about seeing yourself clearly. Because when you remember who you are and you see yourself clearly and you interpret yourself accurately from that memory, from that embodiment of the truth of who you are, your whole game is going to change. So much love.